So if your eyes are down, you won't see my signals in my hand, right?
Unless I'm looking at you.
Yeah. You're supposed to see the whole, surface, the whole ring.
My vertical's not that good, Larry. I can't see you right now.
Yeah, you should see me and still ride forward. That's what I'm getting at. Don't look at your horse and get trapped down there. Look and see what's in front of you and what else is going on, and then still feel your horse going. Don't look for her to have control, therefore I'm so concentrated on controlling her that I'm not even thinking about it. No, ride, feel her, but look and have it. That's it. There you go. That's it. That's good. When she drops off the leg, it just says, I don't care for the leg, that's where the stick taps. Bring your hand closer. That's it. The open gait is one thing, which is okay for a young horse to go, but for a horse that actually knows, you shouldn't have to open the gate. They should move forward. That's it. Good. Now you're clucking. When you cluck at her, what are you feeling?
Speed up a bit.
Huh?
She got a little bit strong.
When you cluck her, she's a little bit sluggish?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. Now, what should you do? You cluck. You know that. I want you to use the stick and tap her rather than cluck. Because you can go around the ring clucking your heart out, but it means something. If you cluck and tap, then it means something. Get me? That's one thing. You'll sound like a bird going around the ring.
Do you want me to cluck and tap her?
Huh?
Do you want me to cluck and tap?
Cluck and tap. Because if you cluck, tap, the tap itself enforces the cluck. You understand? So then she knows that the cluck comes, she better move. You're clucking and using leg because doesn't care for the leg, so therefore you're clucking away to get it, and you feel that she drops back, but you say, oh, cluck doesn't mean anything. But if she relates to the fact that that cluck is the stick coming with it, tapping her, then she's going to mean something. Follow me? That's how that's coming. Get it together. Don't worry about it. That right leg knee out. Whoop. And trot, and trot. And trot, and trot, and trot. That's it. Right back to what you're doing. Bring your hands together and keep it coming. Put your leg in place, and keep it in place. Don't let it wiggle. Now that's the shoulder. The chin up is what controls this part here, your shoulder. See this up? When it goes down, look what happened to my shoulders. They go down. Now I'm going to be dipping left or right. If I got this up, I can't. I've got a spine that is following me, which is making her go this way. You go this way down, you're losing it. That's it. Put your chin up. Now you heard it say the chin is not riding, but it is important for any rider that his chin is up in riding because that straightens the spine, hollows the back, keeps the horse moving with your seat bone where it's supposed to be. That's it. Good. I mean it. That's your ride. That's your ride. Keep it coming. There's a hesitation there on your part when she's coming through that from a left to a right turn. You want to keep that rhythm going. Do not let her go through the turn and a spot with two steps or sluggish. She's supposed to keep it going. She can step forward. There's nothing wrong with her. Good. The other thing I ask you too is not to turn your knee out. And when I say use turn your trot, knee to the right, which is right. But the fact is that only come out once to say get going. Once it comes out in his arm, she should move. If she doesn't do what you tell, then you're going to fix that part right there. It goes back flat again. Okay? Because you don't want to do like this. See what you're riding? Let those side away. Right there, good. Touching it. Good girl. more push with her, with your step. And if it slides back, that puts you squeezing her rather than actually pushing her. Down position, right hand. Trot, trot, trot. That's it. Outside hand, stay close to that neck. Increase a little more. You got her up and down. That's it. Keep your hands right there. Up this way. Here. And look in front of you. Chin right up. That's it. Repeat. That's it. Now she should move with that. If she doesn't, now you have the right to tap her if she doesn't. Don't run. Don't yell. Just increase. That's it. There, good. And walk for a minute. When I say your hands together, what happens when you're riding, you see what you do is this. You say, I say increase, and you say, there. No, increase, but I want you to increase, put you here. Let that stride start to develop and get a little longer without speed. But if you throw the reins at her to increase, then she's able to escape whatever it is you're asking her. She doesn't know whether it's a leg, a stick, or what. She said, oh, I'm free. Okay, now I can do what I want. You want her to increase in the frame right down. The pace you had there, you had a lot more of rhythm and stride. Where underneath her, we're doing this. But here she was longer, not short, longer, but not speed. And there's your difference, okay? Good. Well, what we have here today, this is a 30, so it's a short, not 36. So you're going to do this, but you're going to do this with 2 in between each one. 2 strides. That means your ride, stay in a position, you're going to control that stride, the 2 stride in here, and it landing, bam, 1, 2, bang, 1, 2, out, okay? That's good. Now, if I can lower it to make it easier for you, not that it matters for you, but just so you get the feel, because I don't want her to get bumped or anything. Do that both ways, and try, do not allow her to stop and back off, remember? And then we change direction, come back on the right lead. That's it. You do the same. Turn, and you say strike off. It's the same. That outside range stays right there. Good. Looking, keep your eye on it. Now you want the pace, you keep the rhythm. Keep the rhythm. Good. And drop. And left again. Good. Now the answer is you're solving 2 problems. One is strike off without her swishing her tail and you get there or not. You just strike off softly and she steps and goes to the fence. That's it. Chin up. That's off. Get center. Keep that rein, that outside rein right there. Straight. That's better. Now that time you wrote down on your good distance to find that 6 foot, within that 6 foot takeoff rather than actually throwing the rider back and get short, right? Yeah. That was better. You know, just to get her moving up, and you said move, stay there, and keep turning. Remember, you get there, that leg should be on there, just not to say, hey, you're going to work, girl. You're not going to go down and go to sleep. All right, again. And again. That's it. All right, the hand stays. Keep that step. That's A little better. And trot. You're shifting your weight. You see what you did there?
Yeah, I shifted with my horse.
Huh? No, I see what you did.
Yeah.
You're shifting like this. She was going here. No, stay in the middle. Ask what you want in the middle. This is no good. No good. No good. This is no good. Stay in the middle, okay? There you go. That's better. That's it. That's it. Now trot. Trot. That's the weirdest trot Vince saw. The 4-point hole. All right, do you want your 2 and 2s? They're tight, sturdy. So you want to keep that posture once you ride in and keep the posture, keep the hands there, be there in the position. You're going 2 and 2. You're going to jump and still 2 and 2. You get used to doing something with it. That's it. And you're still going to stay square in the middle. Right there, square, straight. Good. Leg, straight, straight. When you come out of there, instead of pulling one rein and shifting your butt to the left and have your horse come over this way, you should be dead center straight. You went like this at the end. Why? Is that going to protect you? Huh?
I don't know, because she was going the other way.
No, it's not going to protect you. Laying out of there and get control. Stay straight. When you shift your seat like that, you actually tell everything is something. And now you're in the middle of it. Get the contact. Now trot, trot. That's it, trot. Now that's what I'm getting at. See, you're sometimes you work good, sometimes you miss. When you get to the end here and you start to prepare, because you get, rather than you doing what you're supposed to do, execute. Whoa, trot means trot. Halt means halt. Doesn't mean go lopsided, left or right. It means square. Right? Good. Very good. Very good. And trot, and trot, and trot. Very good. Very nicely done. Trot, trot. Wait, what does it make you think about when you get to that point? Your first thought landing out of here is what? You get the end, almost like I can stop the horse, right? Yeah. But what I'm getting at, if you say trot, transition, that means you are still thinking at the end of your ride. And say whether. And trot. And trot. I want you to trot. And you should be able to get that trot here, land, trot, ask for the transition to the trot, straight. Don't cut the corner, don't cheat me. That's it. Very nicely done. To the right. Very good. Fence here. You rode it, you did everything right, you felt in your mind, what did you feel when you rode to that, when you got here? Huh?
She like looked at it
And you clucked, right?
Yeah.
And what should you be doing to fix that the next time if it happens? Huh? Or a boot, tap or kick the hell out of her. Your leg is on, and she's saying, oh, I can peek, I'll back up. That's you don't want. You want them to keep coming, to stay on your leg. But if your leg is there and she's saying, oh no, I'm peaking, you feel her back up, that you got to cluck her to keep her going, then that stick should wear her butt out on it to say, you don't get the chance to back up and peak first. You think about getting from A to B, okay? That's you see how all they come together, the leg with the stick? Next step up, okay. Good, you can do that on the left and then make your turn and come down over to center again. That's it, good, go ahead. Circle, jump the officer. This is the same feeling, so you be ready and prepare to take. If you jump it loose the way you want and stay in the rhythm, keep your hands together and be ready to pitch lead. That's all right, that's good eyesight. Very nice job, Vanessa, nice job. Yeah. She's got good eyesight. She's got good eyesight. Very nicely done. Okay, Jeremy, before you go, try. Once you do that again. Now, what went out there and the fence is up a little higher, what did you feel that went different, that you did different? Outside rain, had it, you got a left lead coming down there, right? Instead of you were doing here, when the fences were lower, comfortable zone, but you got a little stiff on that outside, which told a left lead. You ride in, bring those hands there, just press on the neck, and she's right dead center, hands together. Good. That's all right. Good. Okay. Rhythm, hands together. Not bad, not bad. Good. Right there. Good. Stay center, bring your hands together. There we go. Not bad, not bad. A little bit down here at the oxer, a little bit of right hand over top of the oxer. You see what I mean? Now you got jump to a right lead, right? Huh? Over the oxer, a little bit of right hand over the oxer. Because you went up there. You went a little bit this way to this, and that mixed up and gave her the wrong lead, right lead instead of the left lead. Not a problem. I'm going to do this. The rails are still up. Yeah, we're doing this left. Good. That's right. That's it. Hands together. Okay. Hands together. Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Like your inside leg. That's it. Now your hands come together. You should come together and go forward. Good. Very good. And trot. Hands together. Remember what I just said? You have to land the contact. She gave you a gold fencer, you would have unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Okay? No, land, you're going to land and keep that horse in the contact of the two. If you're throwing away to get two, it's not going to happen. Keep the contact, hands together. Make that sting cracker up. Get her again, and then take it right back. Take it right back. Right back. Right back to the thing I want you to tap that stick. Lay it there. And get one number, one number. All right. Now, talking to the wind. Don't say that. That's all right. I was talking to the wind. I was saying, don't jump her. Take her back there and let her give her a good one. If you give her the good ones, she's not going to think. She'll think the next time, hey, this ain't love tap. This means serious. So, but you wrote it anyhow through there, okay? And that's the reason. The difference there, you wrote there, she got a little bold. She got a little bold, and then the fence went up. And the idea I told you before is, why did the fence go up? I make you land and take a hope and ride the two rather than land and hope that she carries you to the two. Do it again. You bring your hands together like that, find your distance and keep your contact. Good. Good. That's it. Go ahead, continue. That's all right. Same thing, continue. Let's go. Hands together right there. That's it. Trot. And canter, step. Hands together. All right, now you're picking. Do those two fences again. Don't pick. Those two fences again, and don't pick. Ride there, hands together, keep the contact, and your horse will get it rather than you pick. You don't want to pick the time. You want contact in the bit, bridle, keep the leg on. If you see that distance you want, then that's when it happens. Come back over it. You're picking again. Huh?
I tried not to.
I know. That's why you do it over again. That's it. All right, let your hands come together. Good, that's better. And come right back over, backwards. Turn, canter backwards. Right there. Right back over. And together, stay in the middle. That's it, and again, backwards. Hands together. Look up. Legs evo. That's it. And again, backwards. Turn, right there. There's your tail right in there. There you go. That's what I want. Leg there. Right there, she backed up to you and got off the bit and said, okay, I'm in contact, I'm looking. Come back once more on that. Rather than her just make you do the work to find it. That's it. There's your canter, right there, straight. And you can keep that coming. Your leg is getting weaker. Coming down on the left, you're getting weaker. So their person's going there, she kind of wants to go into the forefeet. Stay down here. Stay down here.
Does it come back?
No, back over that center fence. Walk and make a turn. Once your leg really becomes effective, when you find that distance that it worked on, the two strider, you hit the distance, the 1 is the 3, and you hit the two strider, the leg stays, and hands go. That's not bad, you shorten it up. You had it shorter than you wanted. Go up, turn, Walk straight back towards it, strike off canter to it. Turn, walk straight back towards the strike off canter, straight to it. That's it. Find that distance. A little better. And stop and come back again. Pick up the canter. When you turn there, now you look for the distance, that 30 you want. That's it. Don't you see it? There you go. That's what we're looking for right there. Just like that. You see what I mean? It's all it is finding that, while we work the rail out in front, the 30, make the 2 stride, the 30 step is there, 1, 2, and off the ground. But if you're coming down, you're saying that the rail isn't there, so now what I'll do is I'll try to go and I'll pick my way. No, you don't want that. You would come down again. Then take the turn to the opposite. Find that distance, that's what you have to do. Good. There we go. There we go. There we go. Very good. Very good. Mary's getting better and better and better because you're getting better and better and better with her. You're starting to understand. Before, you would never turn the canter down to that bench from in a straight line and say, find something. Now you make the turn. Now here, when I say stop and turn, walk back. It doesn't mean to stop and gallop back. You can turn, make you feel comfortable. I can turn, pick up a canter and canter back over. Doesn't matter if it's 5 foot. You can do the same thing. You see what I mean? That's where the confidence is coming in. You find then you don't have to pick. You also find out that when you work with the rail, I have the 30s out here for you to step into. That distance, all you have to do is put that back in your mind, and where I got to get to that 30, and if I get to that 30, I know I've got 2 strides. I hit here, 30, 1 and 2, and it's going easy then, right? Rather than try to come off the corner there and get down here and find it to the base or whatever. This way, it's always the same. That's where your eye should be. Same whether it's an ox or whatever. This mare jumping this thing that's here like it's out of this world. You know, nothing wrong with that. Super, super good. I don't think if I were you, I would do any more with her as good as she is, and how good you have ridden her today, you know, for being off. That is super, super good. The other thing I said, that I tighten up a little bit on that chain 1 hole. So if you set it up to where you normally have it, I took it 1 more hole, and I took that up, that caddis up the other hole on it. The reason I say this, if you're teaching a horse to keep its mouth shut and you're going to use her, if you think, oh, I'm not going to tighten it because she doesn't like it, but then she knows to go back and say what you're doing, and she says, I can go out here and then flip my lip whenever I want to, then you're allowing her to get away with it. If you eventually take it out, it's just like, if I tie my shoe, I know it's tied. If I don't tie it, it's funny when it's not tied, you say, hey, my shoe's untied. Same thing with a horse. So the answer, if you want to say, if that's snug, that says a little bit, says, no, that mouth stays there. It doesn't go get the wheeling and wobbling. Then she'll remember that. That's what it's off of, okay? Very good. Super good.